Hello, my Form 4s. What is up, guys? How are you doing? Welcome back to our weekly class. Okay, today we are going to enter about human skeletal system. Okay, we have already finished endo and exo in animals and hydro in animals. Okay, today we are going to talk about humans. Okay, so we start everything with human bones. Okay, when you see this, you might say, wow, shit lah, sir, do I have to memorize all this? Not really, you just need to focus on the big pictures. Okay, we have 206 bones in our body. Do you need to memorize all of them? If you want to be a doctor, yes. Okay, but no. Okay, you just need to roughly know where are they. Okay, so human skeletal system. Okay, human is made out of 206 bones. Okay, and then they can be divided into two parts. Okay, you have your axial skeleton. Axial means center, the middle part. Okay, center part. And then you have appendicular. Appendicular means the side one, the not so important ones. Okay, you have the important ones, and then you have the not so important ones. Okay, so let's look at what is axial. Okay, axial is the middle, which is here. Okay, we call it the axial part. And then we have the appendicular, which is the side one, the not so important ones, okay, which is here, your shoulder, okay, your hip and your legs. Okay, so it's really mentioned here. What is the axial? The middle important one, you have the skull. Okay, your skull. And then you have your vertebral column, which is your backbone. Okay, if you don't understand, this is your backbone. Okay, your 脊椎骨 lah, your backbone. And then you have your sternum and the ribs. Okay, these are together. What is sternum? Sternum is this one, your chest bone. Your rib is this one lah. Okay, this one. Okay, we call it the 肋骨. Okay, your ribs. Okay, so these three, they are actually connected together. Your backbone extended to your ribs and then connect in front here to your sternum. So basically it's like a cage. Okay, basically it's like a cage. So if I can show it here, this is the backbone. Okay, it connects to your ribs, and then your ribs connect to your sternum. So it's like a closed cage protecting your lungs. So these four, we call it the axial one because they're the middle one, they're the most important one. Without them, you cannot survive. Okay, so they are the important ones. Okay, and then you have your appendicular, which is the side one. Okay, the supporting one. Okay, if you have your pectoral girdle. So pectoral, I've already talked about this. Pectoral is chest lah. Okay, so have I talked about this before? Okay, if you don't understand, pec means chest, girdle means support, 支架. Okay, so pectoral girdle is this whole thing. Your whole shoulder is pectoral girdle. Okay, your chest part. Chest and shoulder is okay, same thing lah, huh? And then you have your upper limb. Okay, your arms, we call it upper limb. And then you have your pelvic girdle. Pelvic means hip, your yao, your hip, your butt. Okay, your whole butt, that part is pelvic girdle. And then you have your lower limbs, okay, which is your legs. Okay, the whole legs lah. Okay, so without these things, you still can survive. I mean, if you break your pectoral girdle, you just can't move your arms, no big deal. Pretty big deal lah, but better than axial. If you hurt your axial, then you could die. Okay, so let's look at the axial ones. Okay, which is here. Okay, axial, which is the left part, and then later we'll look at the appendicular. Okay, so skull cranium, which is your head bones lah. Okay, so consists of two parts. You have your cranial bones. Okay, cranial bone is here. Okay, this determines how you look. Okay, so if you go for plastic surgery, you want to improve your looks, you are fixing the cranial bones. Okay, so oh sorry, that's the facial bone, my mistake. Okay, that's the facial bone. Okay, cranial bone is here. Okay, cranial bone is up here. Okay, this is to protect your brains. Okay, this is like a roof to protect your brains. Okay, so do you know what is concussion? When you knock your head into something very hard, you call it concussion. 脑震荡. What is concussion? Concussion means basically you hit your head so hard, your brain crash against your cranium. Okay, something very serious. Okay, and then you have your facial bones. Okay, this gives you the face. So your facial bone should look almost like your father or your mother. Okay, by determining the facial bone, then you should know who do you look like. Okay, then anyway, you have your vertebral column, which is your backbone lah. Okay, you have 33 small bones. Okay, if you have looked at a model before, your backbone looks like this. They are a lot of sections connected together. Basically, it's like a long 33 bones connected together. Okay, they are very flexible. Okay, that's why you can move your back like that. Okay, so they're very flexible. Okay, so these small bones, we call it vertebrae. Okay, each one is called vertebrae. Okay, so you have 33 vertebrae. Okay, so they are connected and they're very flexible. So what's the function? This is to protect your spinal cord. Okay, what is a spinal cord? I think you've learned this in Form 2, Form 3 already. Spinal cord is the main nerve in your body. So the spinal cord will run inside your backbone. Okay, the backbone is surrounding the spinal cord so that you don't get hurt. Okay, it's to protect it. Okay, and then you have your ribs and sternum. So as I said just now, can you see this is your backbone? So at the chest area, it will extend out, and then connect at the sternum. Like I said just now, it's like a rib. That's why we call it a rib cage. Okay, it's like a cage protecting your lungs and your heart. Okay, so you have 12 pair. Okay, you have 12 pair, and then they are joined at the thoracic vertebra. This is not important. Okay, so you have 7 pairs of ribs attached to the sternum. So 7 will attach to the front. Okay, 3 more connected by cartilage. Okay, what is cartilage? Cartilage is soft bone. Okay, your nose, okay, can you see it's soft? Your ear, can you see it's soft? This is cartilage. Okay, and then 2 pair last hang free. This is not important. You don't need to know. Okay, so function, protect main organs, which is your heart and your lungs, because they are all inside. Okay, in fact, this is where your heart is, but it's protected by the heart sternum. So if you punch your chest, you can't punch your heart. If you can, then you will be dead. Okay, so anyway, let's look at the not important ones. Okay, the appendicular, which is the side supporting one. So like I said, pectoral is your chest lah. Okay, here, this part. Okay, so when I say you train your pec muscle, means your chest muscle. Okay, this part. Okay, your chest muscle. We call it the pec muscle. Okay, so there is a pair of pectoral girdles in human body, connects upper limbs to the axial skeleton. Okay, it connects your arm to your center. So between your arm and your center bone is your pectoral girdle. Like I said, girdle is a support, it's a frame. Girdle means frame. Okay, 支架 is like a frame. Can you see this is a frame? My shoulder is a frame. Okay, this shoulder will connect to your arms. Okay, and then pectoral girdle consists of the clavicle and scapula. Okay, what is clavicle? Clavicle is collarbone. 锁骨, this one. Okay, this is a clavicle. Okay, what is your scapula? Scapula, we call it shoulder blade. Okay, this is for people who don't study science lah. Okay, shoulder blade is the triangle bone behind. Okay, when you touch, can you see? Can you feel like there's a bone coming out from your back? That's your scapula. Okay, it actually looks like this. Okay, that's your shoulder blade, and then your collarbone is here. Okay, so they are both connected to your upper arm here. Okay, so this makes your shoulder joint. 3 bones make your shoulder joint. Okay, so don't focus, just generally know them will do. Okay, next, upper limb. Okay, upper limb is this lah. Okay, you have this is upper limb. Okay, and then you have a humerus. Humerus is this bone. Okay, this bone is humerus. And then you have your radius and ulna. Radius and ulna is here. Okay, you have 2 bones here. If you eat kayak before, you eat chicken wings before, you have 2 bones here. Okay, so and then you have carpus, metacarpus, and phalanx. Okay, these are fingers. Okay, this part. Your hand is called phalanges. Okay, or carpus or metacarpus, not important. Okay, so N is a ball shape. Okay, this part is a ball shape. Can you see this is a ball shape? That's why this joint, we call it the ball and socket joint. This is your shoulder bone. This is your upper arm. So when you move your arm here, okay, you are moving like this. We call it a ball and socket joint because of ball and socket joint. That's why this joint is very flexible. Can you see? I can turn 360 anywhere. Okay, so attached to pectoral girdle. Lower end is attached to radius and ulna, which is here. Okay, radius and ulna are attached to carpus bone. Okay, forms the wrist. Okay, attached to metacarpus, which forms the palm. Okay, connect to phalanges, which forms your fingers. Not important. Okay, unless you want to be a doctor, then you have to study all. Okay, but you don't. I hope so, because you'll be taking bio already. Okay, and then pelvic girdle is your hip lah. Okay, so can you see this is your buttock? Okay, behind is your buttock lah. So these 2 bones, you can actually feel them here at the side. Okay, when you press the side of the hip, you can actually feel the bones. Okay, and then connected to axial skeleton, okay, forms a pair of hip bones. Function is to support weight, protects bladder, reproductive organ. Okay, this is like a bowl Okay, especially for women, they have children, okay, they have a child inside them, so this bone will tilt backward, okay, it will tilt backward to support the child. Okay, that's why you see people, women who are pregnant, they have bigger butts, okay, because this thing is tilted to the backward. Okay, this is to support the lower weight. Okay, so which is why they say wearing high heels is not healthy for your bones, because when you wear high heels, okay, you wear high heels like that, okay, your bone is tilted backward, which is not good on your spine. Okay, that's why it makes your butt look bigger. Okay, this is just changing of your bone structure. Okay, anyway, lower limb, almost the same as the upper limb. Okay, but the bones are a bit different name lah. You have femur. Femur is the 大腿骨. Okay, your upper thigh bone. Okay, this is the biggest bone in the body. Okay, tibia fibula is your lower, this part. Okay, tibia and fibula is here. Okay, and then you have tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges. Okay, same, almost the same as your finger lah. Okay, so again, femur is ball shaped. That's why your hip joint here, your leg can move like that because it's ball and socket shape. Okay, attached to pelvic girdle. Okay, femur attached to tibia fibula, bones of the calf. Calf is your lower leg. Okay, 小腿. Okay, and then you have your tibia fibula attached to tarsal, your ankle. Okay, ankle attached to foot, okay, metatarsals, and then connect to your phalanges, which is the toe. Not important. So many bones here. Okay, you just need to memorize the structure. Okay, roughly the structure. All right. So let's talk a bit about muscles. Okay, let's talk a bit about muscles. We have a bit of time. Okay, so basically your bone is for support. Okay, in order to move your bones, you need muscles. Okay, think of it this way. Your bone is like wood. Okay, it's like wood. To pull the wood, okay, ancient machine, last time machine, we need string to pull the wood. So same case here. Okay, now imagine you make a puppet, you use wood to make puppet. To move the puppet, you need strings. You need strings, you need tali to pull the puppet, isn't it? Okay, do you know what is wayang kulit? Okay, so you make a wayang kulit doll with wood, but in order to move their arm, you need to pull strings. So same case here, my bones cannot move, but my muscles are like strings that pulls my bone to make me to have movement. Okay, I hope this makes sense. All right, so muscles. So skeletal system and muscles enable humans to move. So muscle will pull your bone. Okay, muscle cannot push, muscle can only pull. Okay, so if I want to pull my arm here, this muscle, which is my bicep, will pull. Okay, but to make my arm longer, which is this muscle cannot push. So I have another opposite muscle that pulls. So I will pull here. So pull. Can you see? Pull, pull. Muscle can only pull, muscle cannot push. Same, that's why I said muscle is like tali. Tali can only pull, tali cannot push. Okay, so same thing here. Okay, so contraction and relaxation of skeletal muscle produces movement. Okay, so a muscle can contract and relax, contract, relax. When you go to the gym, you train your muscle, you're training, contract, relax, contract, relax. Okay, and then skeletal muscle acts in pair. Okay, like I said just now, muscle cannot push. So please say here, muscle cannot push. So they can only pull, that's why you need a pair. Okay, so this pair, we call it antagonistic muscle. Please highlight this word. Very, very important. Antagonistic means berlawanan. Okay, 相反. Okay, which means this and this, they are lawan. If this thing pulls, contract, this thing will relax. Okay, if this contracts, pull, this will relax. So can you see? One relax, one contract, one relax. It must be this way. Cannot be both contract, then where should I go? Cannot be both relax, then my arm will be like, okay, not moving anywhere already. Okay, so they act in pair, so enables move to walk, jump, okay, and so on. Okay, that's why you see when you move your arm upward, your bicep will contract. Okay, why is it called bicep? Because you have two muscles here. That's why it's called bicep. Okay, why is it called tricep here? Because you have three muscles here. Okay, so this will relax, this will contract to pull it up. Okay, when the other way, this tricep will contract. Okay, this one will shorten. Okay, bicep will relax, this one will become longer, and it will extend your arm like that. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Okay, so this is the same as your leg muscle. Okay, so what are these? Okay, I'll talk about these next week. Okay, we still have one more week in human. All right. So basically what we learned today is bones and muscles. Okay, you're not learning as detailed as biology, so I wouldn't focus too much here. All right. So let's see. Okay, let's name this. Okay, so this is your skull. Okay, your skull. And then what is this? The center. Oh, let's look at beavers lah. Okay, B, the behind part is called vertebral column. Okay, please don't say backbone. Okay, backbone is what we those who don't study science say. Okay, so it's called vertebral column. Sorry, not vertebral, vertebral. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so what I see, okay, this part is called the sternum. Okay, sternum. So what is D? D is my upper limb. Oh, they want you to label this. So this is the humerus lah. Okay, humerus. Okay, so this is your radius and ulna. Okay, so is this important? Actually, no, because this is something new in your syllabus. So what is gonna ask in the exam, I'm not too sure, but they won't ask as detailed as this. Okay, this is actually from biology. Okay, from biology. Okay, so I wouldn't focus. So what is G? G is a pelvic girdle. Okay, girdle, sorry. Okay, means your hip lah. Okay, so but at least you should know this is your pectoral girdle. This one they will ask. Okay, all these humerus, D, E, and F, I don't think they will ask this. Okay, same goes to your H, I, J, K. Okay, I don't think they will ask this. Okay, this is your femur. Okay, this is your patella. Patella is your kneecap. Okay, your knee, there's something hard there, it's called a kneecap. Okay, and then you have your tibia and fibula. Again, I wouldn't focus on this. So these 4 don't focus, and then these 3 don't focus. Not your concern. Okay, so number 10. What are factors that affect stability of, oh, this is from last week. Okay, what affects stability of animal? Okay, you have your base area, and then you have your center of gravity. Okay, 2 factors. All right, so crocodile, giraffe, and kangaroo, which is more stable? Of course, your crocodile. Okay, why does giraffe widens its leg? Okay, to increase base area. Okay, why does kangaroo support its weight with its tail? Oh, there's a tail there. This is to lower the center of gravity. Okay, because the tail is low, that's why you have lower weight down there. Okay, so what is the center of gravity? Okay, the point. Okay, I didn't talk about this. The point which gravity acts upon. Okay, let's say this is a mouse. Center of gravity is here, means gravity will pull at this point. Imagine gravity is like a string, it will pull this point. Okay, that's why center of gravity is the point that gravity acts on it. Okay, so what is the relationship between height of object and its stability? Okay, the higher the height, the lower the stability. Okay, and then oh, this is basically all stability stuff. Okay, the lower the center of gravity, the more stable. Okay, something is missing here. Example, animal with low center of gravity. Okay, crocodile. Okay, what else? Turtle. Okay, the wider the base area, the more stable the animal. Okay, bigger base R. Okay, think of it yourself. Not gonna say here. Okay, so giraffe, same thing. Not gonna go into here. Okay, oh, this is the bone part already. So as you can see, human bones, they don't ask too much question. Okay, so okay, let's talk a bit about the muscles one. Okay, so bending the arm. Okay, bending the arm. So which is correct? The arm is bent at the elbow when the bicep contract or relax, contracts. Okay, contract, shorten, and the tricep relax. Okay, it has to be opposite. So straightening is when this one relax, this one contract, I pull here. Okay, so bicep relax, tricep contracts. Okay, simple. So what is the function of Q? Oh, I haven't talked about this yet. Okay, never mind. Okay, why not we continue this next week? Okay, nothing much to talk about here. Okay, so that's it from me this week. A very short lesson, a very short video. Next week we will go into what is joint, 关节. Okay, joint. We will talk about this joint. Okay, what is tendon, 韧带? Okay, we will talk about that. Okay, because that ties in together with your muscle. You need to understand that together with your muscle. Okay, so that's it for me this week. I don't think there's any much exercise. Oh, this is all joint stuff lah. Okay, so next week will be a longer video. Okay, because we have to study joint first before understand this. All right, so I hope you learned something today. Okay, although not that much this week. Okay, I will see you again next week. See you again and stay safe. Okay, bye bye.